Hey guys, and welcome to our first episode of Random Topics Between Friends. I'm your host, Sunny, and I'm here with Marco Driver and Anime.
Yo,
What's up?
And today's topic we're going to be talking about the worst live action movie adaptation that we've ever seen for anime. So yeah, let's get started. So who wants to go first?
mm,
Ah,
mm.
Just
let's just
hands down the worst one.
the worst one.
That
That
we've seen.
that we see that really goes deep. How many live anime adaptations are good? Very few.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
some
You
of
know,
them are amazing.
so wait, what was? Wait, Marco. Wait, Marco. What was?
All the
Some of them are
sarcasm.
amazing.
They questionable. Some of them very questionable. But you are right. There are some good hitters. There are some good hitters.
Like,
I like one that I could say that I actually enjoyed was the Assassination Classroom live action.
Mm,
If you've ever seen that, if you ever seen the anime Assassination Classroom,
nope.
I have not. Fill us in.
well, it's simply it goes on. It's about a group of kids. It's about a group of kids who are tasked with killing an alien because he's willing to let kids kill him, but no adults can kill him.
Yeah, I think
Wasn't that
I saw a couple episodes of the anime, and I was just like, this isn't for me.
I understand. I can understand. It wasn't too bad. You know, they followed it. They followed the anime to the best of their abilities. I will say
And was there any differences from the anime in the movie?
there was a little bit like as far as like towards the like some of the scenes that happened in the anime wasn't shown. So they kind of it's the movie, so you can't really show if you spent if you spent the entire time showing every bit of everything that happened, you would have like a 5 6 hour movie. So it's not like they could actually show everything.
Yeah, that's true. Especially like, this isn't anime, but like the Harry Potter movies, how they can't have every single thing put into the movie.
Same with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Uh, did they adapt the most important parts?
at least.
Uh, yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
They kind of they kind of put it. They explain it very well. What's the detail? Like they'll show the training of the kids, the training that they went through. Some of the characters appeared from there. The people who have shown up to help them. Like it's a very, but that's just one of the good ones. But we are talking about the worst one.
Yeah,
So
True.
let me just okay. So like if I had to, we are talking about the worst ones here and not the best. So well, not necessarily the best. We are talking about some of the. We're not talking about the good ones, but we're talking about the worst ones. So um, since we're on the topic, the worst ones. How did everyone feel about that bleach?
okay, like, I don't know why people are just dogging out the Bleach movie, which is on Netflix, by the way. Um, but I liked it. I didn't think it was terrible. I thought it was kind of decent.
Oh, it did pretty good. The Bleach one did pretty good. I mean, I think some of the things that was adapted could have been
Yeah,
adapted a bit better.
yeah. It wasn't terrible, but you admit that it wasn't good. It wasn't good either. Like it wasn't like
It was okay.
it was okay.
I
So it
would
wasn't
watch it
good.
again though.
I think the
I don't
CG
know.
the CG fights is what kind of brought it down for me. There's way too much CG in the fight, and I don't
You
mean the
think?
fight against Grant Fisher.
Oh, also, you
Just some
guys,
of the
this
battle.
podcast does contain spoilers. So if you have not seen any of this,
Oops.
apologies in advance.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. Just continue. Everyone should have. Everyone who has Netflix and likes anime should have seen the Bleach live action film by now. It's been out for over a year.
Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't bad. It was no masterpiece, but it was all right.
Yeah,
It's all right though. Yeah, but like it could have. But we agree that it could have been better. Like, come on. Like when you see one of your favorite animes get a live action adaptation. Like a good example, since we're talking about these live action, like I don't know if anybody in the chat have seen Promise of Neverland, but I'm assuming a lot of you have seen The Promise of Neverland. And if you know, Amazon is doing the live action adaptation for it. Like, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
I think in terms of the Promised Neverland, I haven't seen much of it. I've seen a couple episodes. It is kind of creepy at
It's an
times. Not
amazing
gonna
anime.
lie. Amazing story, but it's kind of creepy at times. What I worry about in terms of anime that are actually good, that get live action adaptations, whether that's a TV show or a movie, is them messing it up. And them, I mean the people that decide to be like, hey, this is going to be a live action movie or a TV show. And I'm just like,
I
oh
think
God, please don't screw it up.
if I was to estimate, I think they're just gonna do the first season. So there's not much that they can really mess up with a live action adaptation because
Well, we
there's
haven't
not.
got.
I'm just saying there's not much reason to show a lot of CG because like the
I mean,
first season does pretty good not showing
that
the spoilers.
that's true, but we don't know. Still, we got to think about it. They did push back the Promise of Neverland. So now the question comes: will we get the live action after the second season comes out, or will we get it before? Because if they do it after, they're
Oof.
gonna have plenty of material to kind of go off of, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
that's a really good one right there.
My
Like
dad's won't order.
Did you wait for your order?
Hold on, I'm with him.
You with daddy there?
In case you guys are curious, Mako is out right now. It's called multitasking.
yeah, multitask and bring me some food too, Mako.
I'm not even
What's that?
all that
I didn't
I,
quite
hungry.
hear that. But
I,
oh yeah, terrible anime adaptation.
Uh,
Mm.
I like how you just dodged the question, Mako. But all right, let's get back on topic though. Let's get back on topic.
mm-hmm.
Uh, so back to the Promise of Neverland and Amazon doing this live action.
I don't know. If they're gonna do it this early, it might work. It might work out better than Netflix's live action One Piece.
Okay, like we'll get on to the the things
But
that are
those are
coming
possible.
out. Yeah, we'll get on the movies that or TV shows or whatever that are having live action adaptations coming out at some point. um
Uh,
towards the
okay,
end.
so
Um
first I have to mention the best live action adaptation.
Let's hear
If
it.
you haven't seen it, you have to see it.
Let's hear it.
The live action Fist of the North Star. It's an absolute masterpiece of bad movies.
Wow.
wow.
The chat is definitely gonna
I
be
think I've
blowing up.
seen clips of it, but not the actual movie in its entirety.
I've never seen the entirety either, for personally.
See,
But
I was lucky. I
I
was able
like
to
the
watch it
anime
without
though.
seeing. I was able to watch it without seeing the anime, so I was able to watch it and laugh at everything instead of watching it and getting mad.
Yeah. No, I have never watched the film fully, so I can't really give my. But is it as good? Is it good? Like, have you seen both? Paco?
He's
Have you
saying
seen
it's
both?
garbage.
It's an
Is it
absolute
good
masterpiece of
garbage?
bad
Hey,
movies. Yes, it is
No.
amazing. It is an amazing train wreck.
hey, I'm just saying. People tell me all the time I have garbage taste, so hey,
It is an amazing train wreck.
sounds like something I may want to check out, possibly.
You guys are crazy.
You're not gonna want to check it out. It's made here in the West. You ain't gonna want to check that out.
You had to say the West, didn't you?
That's what makes it even more amazing.
I suppose.
I don't know. Maybe.
Like, but it's only amazing if you have never actually watched the anime. If you've watched the anime, you're probably going to absolutely hate it.
So what you're saying is, if you've seen the anime, don't ever watch. If you ain't seen it, don't ever watch.
No, if you haven't seen it, watch it.
If you haven't seen it, watch it. If you have seen it, don't watch it. It's
As
Hear
okay.
bad
that,
as it
people?
is, it's anything but boring.
It's wow.
I
If
hate
anything,
when things are like so bad that it becomes entertainment. Like
That's the best kind of bad. At least it's
it
memorable.
depends. Like
no, that's really good. If it's that bad and it's entertaining because how bad it is. Like you're just like you're having a good laugh the entire time it's going on. You're just like, this is just so terrible. Like really for the first of them. What can really get me is probably the people who starred in it. I was looking it up and I seen some of the actresses and actors who starred in it. Like they're not the best.
hey,
They're the best that 1980 whatever
what
can
should I call
find.
you on here?
Yeah, stop short, why don't you?
We have a commenter.
We do.
Should I call you? Should I call you Madam? I don't know if I should call you Madam J, because that's what I'm used to calling you. I don't know.
Like, can we
Okay, J. Okay. I
really?
want to
Hello,
call you
Jay.
Madam J, though. Okay, J is fine. All right, J. Hi, J. For those of
Hello,
you who may
Jay.
not know who J
Hello,
is,
Jay.
J is
How are
Madam J. I have played co-op, a co-op game with her and these two people that I'm doing the podcast with today. Yeah. So Jay is actually a VP, a vet. We haven't seen her in ages.
Mhm.
It's been a minute. How have you been?
I don't know why it keeps stopping on my app, Voodoo. which is so weird because it shouldn't be. But that's fine.
Yeah, but if you're looking for a bad movie for the sake of bad, like if you're looking to hurt yourself, I guess you go with Dragon Ball Evolution.
Hey, I was getting to that eventually. But yeah, I
Oh,
think
I'm sorry.
no, you're
Wait,
good.
which
That is a really bad one. Oh my god, I saw it for the first time like a few weeks ago with my husband, and everyone that I've told that I saw Dragon Ball Evolution has been like, "Why did you put her through that?" Like asking him, "Why did you put her through that?" But yeah, that just rubbed me the wrong way. Like watching it just every well, okay, not everything. There was one good part
But
of the of Dragon Ball Evolution.
please tell me you're talking about the ending credits.
No, the
What?
best part of the movie, of course, was Master Roshi. He was at least
Look,
funny.
not even Chow Yun Fat was able to save that movie.
Agreed, but he was
The
still
best part of
funny.
that movie was when it faded to black and went to the ending credits.
God.
That's when you know the torture has ended.
Really? It wasn't
Best
that.
part of the
Well,
movie.
yeah, no, it was terrible. That's just something that just doesn't. I just don't even. I don't even. I like who decided to cast some of the people that were casted. I'm not gonna name any names. But who decided to
Watching that
cast
movie,
some of them?
watching that movie will make you want to watch the Netflix Death Note movie.
Ugh, for the love of God.
A bit of transparency, I actually have not seen that adaptation.
Dude,
sorry about that.
you should watch it.
Watch it. What? I'm sorry. I left for a moment.
Thanks for like not telling us.
No, it just happened. Like because I don't know what happened. I went off for a moment. It went off. I was like, wait, what just happened? I can't hear nobody. I can't hear nobody.
It's your headphones.
Hey, the headphones could be the problem. I do need to. I
Oh,
mean, it's about time I
I
need to
was just
upgrade.
kidding.
Maybe it's about time I need to upgrade. Hey, these are those $10 headphones that you get for Walmart. Hey, nobody in the chat hate on me. The thing is, I was finna buy a Bluetooth piece. It just didn't work out. Didn't work out that way. They didn't have anything I like.
I
I'm exquisite.
mean, look,
I'm exquisite.
So
there's
let me get this
nothing
right.
wrong.
There's
There's
a little
nothing
bit
wrong with
wrong.
it.
There's a little bit wrong. There's a little bit wrong.
All
You
right.
didn't see any Bluetooth you like, so you wasted your money on some $10 headphones.
You got it. You understand, then.
There's a little bit wrong with that.
No. In my
I
defense,
mean,
the only thing they had was some Walmart brand Bluetooth pieces. I don't want to buy that.
like I said, if you was looking to suffer that badly, you could have bought yourself a
No.
copy of Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, you know
Jesus.
what? Oh my gosh, it might
I
be
mean,
time.
if you burning money like that,
I mean, it is
Nah,
pretty bad. It is
no.
pretty bad.
I wanted to look up. I wanted to look up these because some of those I've never heard of those. It was one of them called
Feathered
Id.
Aura said only the highest quality will suffice.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. Only the highest quality will you don't want to buy something like what I'm saying. When you walk into Walmart, is the first thing you're gonna buy a Walmart brand, something Walmart brand? You don't
absolutely
want
not.
It
to
depends.
exactly. No, you don't buy Walmart brand stuff because it's gonna break easy.
I
But
mean,
I don't buy ten
electronics?
dollar. I don't
No.
buy $10 headphones either.
I
But
was
these
gonna
are
say
Sony
like
headphones.
electronics, no.
Hey,
But
these are Sony headphones. These are Sony headsets. And at
Walmart
least
brand paper
No, those
clips,
are
they're
phony
fine.
headsets.
so
Those are phony.
ha. Hey, you took out the
I
S
know
and
he
put
got the
F.
name wrong. I know who you are though, Feathered. Jesus.
I like that.
Jesus
I
anime.
like
You're just messing up.
You got the name wrong. It's feathered.
it's
See?
phony head. I got you.
No, it's feathered's comment.
Feather nose. Feather. Quiet. Hey, quality. Feather. Would you like to go out there and buy me some headphones? Cause I don't know.
See?
You can
See?
show
Them headphones. It's the source of all your problems.
Probably so. Could be.
Okay, look, I gotta say this though. I know this is going off topic, but I don't care. That's the whole point of this podcast. It's random topics, so we're prone to change at some point. But since we're on the topic of headphones, the best headphones that I bought that didn't have a mic were actually a brand called Gummy headphones. Those
Oh, I get those a lot.
were so amazing, and they still are. But now they come with mics, and they have that weird I call it weird how it just like goes into the ear. Cause for me, those ones that just like go in the ear and have like are like protruding, those are really uncomfortable for me. Like I have to have something that just like stays in and doesn't just like fall out. So something that's like I don't know, like AirPods or Apple headphones or anything like of that design is
Or
the only thing that
beats.
feels comfortable for me.
You can always roll with beats.
Those are expensive.
Oh my god. Yeah. If you talk about just a pair of head. If you want the earphone pieces, the things are like $200. If you just want earbuds, they're like 150. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
I mean,
Ah, I'm set.
you could always roll with Raycon.
I'm not finna spend. Would you really spend?
They're like AirPods, except for fraction of the price.
Would you really spend $250 on a pair of headphones?
Some people will.
Some
Oh,
people
you're right.
does.
You are right.
Some people will
And I
spend more. Like, dude, I was you guys are talking about like electronics and how expensive they are. Like I was looking up, I know this is random, but in preparation for the podcast and like potentially implementing like reviews of products and stuff, I was looking up what camera to buy. And there was a video, I'm not going to say who it was by, but like the first camera he recommended that viewers should purchase was like 650. And he was talking about that was
Ugh.
a budget. That was a budget camera.
Wait,
And I
what
was
type of
like,
camera was it? Was it like a camera or webcam?
it was a camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 650 is yeah, yeah. That's about right.
But he was like it was budget, and I'm like, I'm sitting up here. I
What
mean,
brand
not
was the
looking for
camera?
um
Was it a Nikon or a Sony?
I don't know. I think it was Nikon. I don't remember. I know it wasn't Sony. I know it was something else.
Because I have me a Nikon, which I had to purchase twice
Oof.
because Walmart screwed up and didn't ship it out
I remember
until
that.
after I get that refund. And Amazon
Free
sent it to me straight
camera.
away for like half the price Walmart was selling it for.
Damn. Damn.
So
Oh my god, I
that was
just
like
realized we didn't even like talk about Death Note. We literally talked
which
about
I like
other
the
one?
music.
stuff.
I like the music,
Which
Marco.
one?
I
I
like
was
it.
assuming
Oh
when you
yeah.
said the live action movie that you were talking about the Netflix adaptation.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, all the Death Note live action adaptations are pretty bad.
Hey, hey,
I have
hey,
not
hey,
seen
hey,
the
Mako.
Eastern
How
versions, which I'm
dare
sure
you,
are probably really good.
I've
Mako?
seen the non-Netflix ones. They're
Oh,
Mako,
not
okay.
very
So you
good.
haven't
how
seen the Netflix one.
Mako? How dare you bash mouth Death Note like that? Death Note is amazing,
Not the live action
but
ones.
but oh, I was gonna say, but the live action is ass. Sorry, but Death Note. Wait, I know we. Like I said, I know what we put. This is random topics between friends, so it will change quite frequently. Who is looking forward? Who is looking forward to that new Death Note adaptation? With who's looking forward to that?
Wait, there's another one?
Yeah, they're gonna be one with you know how they're gonna continue off with L's successor. Some apparently,
Wait, but
based
that Netflix one did so
no,
well.
no. Apparently, it's gonna be a new person who finds Ryuk, and you can think of them as
Oh, that one. But that's
yeah.
not a live action.
No. It's not live action. But is anybody looking forward to it? I know I am. I am. As an anime fan and as a Death Note fan, I am looking forward to seeing that.
I don't
I don't know
know.
about I enjoy Death Note, and I think this is going to be good as a small story. You know, I think it's going to be pretty good.
And is it gonna be? It's gonna be Western again, isn't it?
I don't. I was looking. I was reading up on it, and it just said that it's going to be a. It's in the works. It's in the
Is
works.
it is it being done by Netflix?
I can find out.
If y'all can see the facial expression I have, which is kind of like that. I don't want to say disheartened, but just like, God, why?
The Gantz live action movies weren't too great either.
I have not seen those.
I
It's
haven't either.
like that one is actually kind of sad because they adapted it as best as they could concerning the movie rating. They
Wasn't there
basically took
two of
a
them?
rated yeah, there was two of them. They basically took a rated R anime and made it into two PG-13 movies.
Oof.
Yeah. So the violence was toned down. Basically everything was toned down, either toned down or omitted entirely.
Mm. Yeah. That that's just a terrible idea.
Hmm.
God. Okay. Um.
I like what they
You know what adaptation should exist, but
Marco. I
probably
just wanna
won't because it actually may succeed.
Marco, I just want you to know interesting taste in music.
That's just on the radio.
Wait, people still listen to the radio?
Oh, yes.
I'm just saying, like every time I hop in a car, the first thing a person does is hook their phone up to the it's hook their phone up. I'm like, okay, here, let's watch. I've never seen anyone use their radio.
I mean, some people still listen to the radio.
Older
I
folks.
don't, but
Older
some
folks.
people do. I'm pretty sure there's
Yeah.
some young people that do too.
If you can find a 20 or 18-year-old, anyone young with I guess define young. How low are we talking here? How
uh,
within the age groups are we talking here?
I
Since we're
don't know.
like if you can find someone, I download all. Like I get all music. Like I'm gonna be honest, if I had the choice between turning on the radio or hooking on my phone, I'm gonna choose to hook up my phone 95% of the time. Matter of fact, 99.9% of the time. Just because the only thing you hear on the radio is repeat things. You could drive, you could go outside and go out to work every single day, at least 4 days out of the week. And just in case if you work 7 days out of the week, you're probably going to hear that song at least 6 to 5 days out of the week on the radio. The same thing over and over and over. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's like, oh, no, I just can't do it. Me personally, I just can't do it.
It depends. Like, what is playing every day? Like, is it the same music? Or are they the same songs?
Same song.
Like,
same song.
oh,
same song.
No, I can't.
Yeah, same song. Can't do it. I would rather just choose. At least I know if I have my playlist and the same song plays, at least it's something I like and it's not chosen.
Yeah.
Some people I don't know.
I mean, even like I personally have a music playlist. Well, actually I have several. But if I don't want to listen to one specific artist or group, I have I have one playlist that has almost all of the songs from all the separate playlists that I have put into one. And then I just hit shuffle and just let it go through everything. Because, you know, sometimes a really good song will come on and then you'll just like get into the song and and just like for me sometimes rock out to them since I listen to rock music. But
hey, I'm with you. I listen to rock music too. Like my phone is literally filled between. Hey, don't hate me on my taste in music. I understand my taste is. If y'all believe my taste is trash, if my taste is trash, you can judge me in the chat. Go ahead.
What do you listen to?
My phone is filled with nothing but theme songs from animes.
Oh.
The full length songs. Nightcore music, and then bands. You know what Nightcore is?
No.
Okay, before you explain that, it's full of Nightcore music. Seriously, just sped up versions of other songs. Really?
Sometimes they're worse. Sometimes they're bad. Can't say.
Nightcore isn't entirely bad, but seriously?
No, I said a lot of the music in my phone is between those things. Majority of it is anime theme songs or gaming music. Gaming music is awesome. Like that Persona music is amazing. Just want to put that out there.
I haven't played any of the Persona games, honestly. Like, I just kind of.
God dare you!
Obviously, I would play one, but like for the sake of us not being copyrighted, I'm not gonna do that. But listen to it on your own. Just listen to it on your own time. Trust me, you will love the music from the Persona games. They are really good.
I don't know. Like everyone keeps raving about them, but I just haven't had the attention span to watch an entire playthrough of any Persona game.
I can understand.
I really don't know why. Maybe because of like how long. I know that's crazy because I like RPGs myself, but maybe because of how long it is. Like sometimes I'm just like, Jesus, like what more do you have to do?
It's a lot. It's really interesting. I have put over 250 hours into Persona 5 Royal. Oh my gosh, it's good. That's a lot.
See, when you put that much time in the game, I do believe we call that being bad in this generation.
Damn.
I'm just saying, it's not my fault.
I mean, that's like L-Sword time over a period of.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault that people.
Yeah, I don't even think I spent that much time on Vindictus.
Ew, let's not get into Vindictus. Yeah, Let's
I'm
not
just,
get into
I'm just I play
Vindictus.
I play Pokemon too, and I have well over 200 plus hours in that game.
What
Of
the?
Adaptation.
I'm telling you, Image is it's probably just me, but like with
It's just
Pokemon, I literally have probably only racked up 80 hours. I literally only just racked up 80 hours, and that's from the most recent first half of the DLC that came out last week. And I haven't really picked it up since then. Like I went in to just pick up some watts, and then I just kind of checked
what
out.
it was like.
I
I'm
can
only
only
going
think
in
of
for
2 games in which I've had over 100 hours playing, and one in which I had over 300 hours.
Oh god.
which game? Wait, over 300. Yeah, see, they have to be
Over
RPG.
300 is Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, I'm with you there, buddy.
100 hours is Final Fantasy 12.
I
Oh
can
yeah,
feel
see,
you.
12 will do that though because of
I can feel you.
the boss fights and all that.
I can feel you on the Monster Hunter World. That game is time consuming.
See, everyone keeps
Well, it's not
saying
really
like
time.
play Monster Hunter, but then I hear like stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't want to give no damn 100 hours to a
You
game.
don't have to.
No,
You
you
don't
don't
have to. You get a good team, you can basically speed run it. I'm not a speed runner.
Not either.
Um,
I like to
you
enjoy
you,
my
you,
game.
you get a good team to help you through story quests. You can get done in like 4, maybe 5, 6 hours at the most, or at
Mm,
least. My fault, not most, least.
mm,
Like,
And that's if you're not doing optional quests and investigations and stuff.
look, I'm not saying
okay, that makes
that
sense.
it's not good. Like, it's good. It's really good. Like, putting that much time, I love games like that just for the fact of, like, I hate games that you can beat in a day. Like, really, like realistically,
Yeah,
like you buy the game. What you
and it's
buy?
24
Let's say
hours
you buy.
long.
Yeah, let's just say you buy the game in. Let's say you buy a new game right now, and you beat it, and you beat it in 4 hours. What's the
Mm,
point of playing it? Like, to me, it's like, where was the time in that? I did nothing. It was beat in 4 hours. Granted, you can pretty much classify that as a speed run, because if
well,
you really want to enjoy it,
some people like maybe that's how short or long they wanted the game is to be like 6 to 10 hours or something. I don't know. You know?
but yeah, I guess I can understand it. Like, I beat a couple of games. Like the current game I'm playing now, I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles, and I pretty much was originally it was in a competition with a friend of mine. This person has well over 300 plus hours in Xenoblade Chronicles, and I'm pretty close to it as well. Like, it's a good game. If you ain't played the Xenoblade Chronicles games, I highly recommend those. If you have a Switch, go out, buy it right now. If you have the money, go out, buy it right now.
By the way, everyone, any of the games or movies or TV shows or whatever it is that we list in these podcasts, we are not being sponsored by anyone. Just want to throw that out there. Just wanted
Like,
to throw that out
Although I can use that Raycon sponsorship, I can use a bit of money in my pocket.
there.
can I get sponsored by? Can I get sponsored by anyone? Like, come on now. No, nah. It's for the fun. I really enjoy your games. If
I
you're
would
watching, really enjoyed some of the games.
I
Xenoblade
would even
Chronicles.
accept a Verve sponsorship as well.
Please, Marco. Just just stop.
Marco will love a sponsorship
I would love a bunch of sponsorships,
as
but
well as
I
Sunny.
don't think we've earned the right to ask for said
Can we
sponsorships.
really say that? How many hours have we put into their games?
It's not about the games.
You get all of my
I
money.
mean, this is like episode 1 of our
They
podcast,
get
and
they get all of
we
my money.
there's no
You,
evidence
you can call you can
besides
call you can call it
screenshots, I guess.
you can call it a future investment.
Future investment.
No.
Okay, okay. Let's get back on topic. Let's get back
Yeah.
on topic. What
Oh,
did we
we're
leave
going
off
back on
on?
topic.
Yeah, what did we leave
Wait,
off on? Death Note.
I don't know.
uh,
I think so.
probably.
Yeah, I can't
I don't
remember.
know. That we just agree that it was trash. Like
Yeah, the
everything,
Netflix one is
everything that they
horrible.
could possibly. You know what? They only got like two things right, and the two things that they got right in that movie were the fact that Ryuk was in it.
Ryuk was in it.
Ryuk was in it, and
And light.
he
And light.
actually looked sort of okay. Like, yeah, he looked weird because of the CGI, but he at least was styled properly.
Are you telling me that the best thing about the movie
And the
was the
second,
CG?
no, I said the model of Ryuk was fine, and his existence was properly okay, mostly properly okay, mostly. And the second thing was the existence of the Death Note. Those were the only two things that they got correct. Everything else was just wrong. Light was wrong. His just everything about Light was wrong. And honestly, just God, just everything about that movie was just terrible. Just don't
Yeah.
even. If you're a fan of Death Note, don't even bother. Don't even bother watching the Netflix live action adaptation.
It would make you want to rip your eyes out and wish that you've never seen. It does. It does the
Basically,
anime so bad. Like it does the anime so disjustice. Like it does the anime so bad. Like you would really. I feel bad for anyone if you just happen to watch the movie before you watch the anime. I'm sorry. I would like we would like to apologize to you because
no, I don't. I'm not
you
apologizing
guys
for
are
shit because if
well,
they watch the movie first and then watch the
hold on,
anime, they're
hold
getting
on,
a better
hold on.
experience with the anime.
Hold on, in their defense, because when newcomers start on anime, they usually just recommend what somebody has recommended them. So if someone recommended, "Hey, watch Death Note. The live action is great," they're gonna go watch it.
Like I said, I don't
Just,
feel sorry for them because they get the
I
better
kind
end of the
of
stick because they got through the worst part first.
I kind of feel bad because then if it's not the same, you're gonna be like, "Well, this sucks." The live action was so better. I'm like, no,
No.
no, thank you, no,
I
thank
don't
you.
think it would matter which way, like if someone watched the live action movie first and then watched the anime, and anyone who's like, "Oh, the live action movie was so much better than the anime," don't even talk to me. Seriously. Because the movie was just a disservice to the anime.
We will.
How you doing?
So yeah.
All right, how you doing? All right, what's going on?
We're
We're
talking
talking about
about
the
how
people.
um anime was talking about how some people may have watched the live action Netflix adaptation for Death Note before watching the anime.
And I
And he
apologize.
was like
We
he would feel bad for them. And I'm like, I wouldn't feel bad for them because they would get the worst part out of the way first and then watch the good part, which is the anime.
no, but for me, no, but
I
for me, it's
actually
still
think that the
like
people who happen to watch the live action before the anime probably just saw it and then hated it as a general bad movie.
no,
See,
but
the anime was like some of them might like the
listen,
movie better than the anime, and I
no,
was like, whoever thinks that, just don't even talk to me because
like,
no,
you know,
just
let's
no.
be honest, no, it's because like think about it, Mako. The reason why I said that because like think about it. How often do you recommend anime between your group of friends, and then when you like, for instance, people have been recommending me to Gundam for so many times. Hey, I'm
You
sorry to
should
all
watch it.
friends. I've been I done gave a couple a try, but it seems like Gundam have so many different ones that everyone have a different feel. Like somebody may
Because
like it. So
there is
I'm
no
not,
continuous Gundam series.
yeah,
They're
that's not,
all multiple different
but
series.
like if someone recommended you on one of them, and you hated it, and then someone else recommended you to another one and you hated it, if you didn't know about it, you're gonna take that person's advice that it's good. Because like we recommend animes to each other all the time. Granted, some of them are hit or miss. And granted, Mako taste may be bad majority of the time, but I don't judge them on that.
Wait, what?
Damn.
Huh?
My case may be bad most of the time. What?
Yeah. All the time.
Well, that was rude.
No. He just wanted them get back for the headphones. That's all that was.
Headphones, you still, hey, I'll go buy you.
He just wanted that run back. That's all.
But in all seriousness, really, whatever you like, you decide that.
Yeah, everything that we say here is just literally just our opinions.
Yeah.
They are not to be taken as fact.
Until I said that is absolutely positively. No, I'm joking.
It's like, who are we to judge you?
Yeah, I mean, if you like any of these movies, then no judging. I just still think, in my opinion, the ones that we've listed are terrible movies, and in my opinion, no one should watch them because they would practically be a waste of your time.
You'll claw your eyes out during the first second of the movie. I know.
These are the nice people. They won't judge you.
No,
I might not say anything out loud, but I would silently judge you.
No, you know what? The best part about those movies was the ending. When it ended, I was so grateful to be done. I was so grateful that it was done. I'm like, finally.
For some of them, I was just upset.
I wasted about an hour and a half to 2 hours watching this. Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for nothing. Like, thank you for nothing.
Damn.
That is what it is. Thank you for nothing. Like, really.
I mean, I can't speak for all the ones that we listed today, but definitely Dragon Ball Evolution and Death Note for me. We're just.
But if you ever have the time and you happen to not have seen Fist of the North Star anime, take the moment to watch the terrible movie that is the Fist of the North Star movie. It will be the best bad anime adaptation.
Well, that's not an anime adaptation now that I think about it. There was one that popped into my head. But that's more of like that was a video game more so adaptation instead of a.
Oh, which one?
Street Fighters.
Oh yeah. Second only to the Street Fighter movie.
Oh, that's what I meant. That's what I was talking
about. I know.
The live action.
But Street Fighter is basically the best bad video game movie.
Ooh.
Believe it or not, call me dumb when I was young. But when I watched it back in the 90s when it came out, I actually liked it because I had no knowledge prior to the games. And then I watched it again about 5 or so years later when I was like nearing teenage age, and I was like, what the hell is this? Like, I can't believe I thought, well, you know what? It's a good movie when you're young. Like, if you have no exposure to the games, it's a sort of kind of not really okay movie.
Kind of, sort of, really not okay.
It is. Like, it's good to experience it once.
Y'all are
and then
mean
just
to
forget
Street
it.
Fighter. No, that's the thing. You don't forget the Street Fighter movie. That's the good part about it. No matter how bad it is, you never forget it.
So basically what you're saying is I'm never going to forget how bad it is.
as well as the cringy and corny parts in the movie, which
Yeah.
kind of works to its charm for people who don't know much about Street Fighter.
Yeah, that is also true.
Now, if you're watching it to critique the movie, you're going to hate it.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking to review it, spoiler alert, you've wasted your time. Um, but yeah, Street Fighter the movie, another train wreck.
Gosh, so
Yeah.
many.
The 90s was just a weird time. And I thought like terrible movie adaptations weren't going to come out again that much.
What do you mean? They never stopped.
Yeah, that's true.
There's
Holy
very
crap.
few. There are very few that are good. So like, you gotta think about it. Like, how do you feel when your favorite show, anime adaptation, anything get a live action? How do you feel? Like, how do you really feel? Like, looking at how
It depends on what's adapted. Like
like
for me, I think I had high spirits. There's only like one thing I looked forward to getting a live action. I don't even remember what it was. I want to say it was the excuse me, the Rurouni Kenshin movie. I think there's 3 of them now, but I only saw the first one. And it was actually decent. Like I knew they weren't going to mess it up.
that one wasn't bad.
But something else, I mean, this isn't an anime either, but um but something else, like I love Avatar, The Last Airbender. I love it.
Okay.
But when they said it was going to come out with a live action, I was a little apprehensive. And then when it was
I mean,
stated
for good
that M.
reason.
Night Shyamalan was to direct it, I still had my guard up, but I was still somewhat excited because I was like, okay, there's no way he's going to mess this up because the show is already out. The material is literally written for itself. He just basically has to find the right cast and just be able to film it. Nope, trash. Straight trash.
I never have high hopes for an adaptation unless it's coming from a book. And I don't mean a manga, I mean a book.
See,
A straight up regular
I
novel.
thought of that because like another
Because
movie I can list is Jumper, which I have not read, but I saw the movie. I've seen it multiple times. And for some reason I really like that movie. Like to me, I thought it was a really decent movie. I'm upset that it never got a sequel. Just like I Am Number 4 never got a sequel but was a good movie in my
can you
opinion.
believe can you believe that for the longest time I used to think that movie was a sequel?
No, we're
Wait,
still.
I'm
Because
Number 4?
when it first came out, I actually thought it was a sequel or something more low
Jesus.
budget.
What did you think it was what did you think it
I
was?
don't know. And it was a Michael Bay produced movie, not a Michael Bay directed movie. So I didn't know what to expect from it either.
Nah, I knew that movie was going to be good. It
All
just
right.
didn't do
Anyway,
well in the box office.
Probably because of that Michael Bay name.
That was actually okay though.
At the time, people only knew of Michael Bay from the Transformers movies 1 and 2.
Those were actually decent though.
Not 2. 1 was
Okay, like
okay.
the plot for 2 was good.
Oh, I have to disagree. I have to I
No.
have I have to double tap X to strongly doubt.
dude. Wow.
I mean, I thought it was okay. I liked the second
I
one.
liked the
I liked
first
1 and 2
Transformers
better than
movie.
3 and 4.
I didn't like the rest of them after.
After
By the
one?
time the fourth one came out, yeah, after one, I didn't like the rest of them. By the time the fourth
Okay.
one came out, I was done.
By the time 3 came out, I was done.
But yeah, I mean, there's just some movies that you just can't have high hopes for.
No, I
Yeah.
go with.
So
I'm
I
sorry.
go in with extremely low expectations for almost every movie now.
Same.
So
And,
I'm almost never disappointed
and
because my expectations are so low.
the same goes with sequels too. Like for me,
Oh,
I go in with low hopes with sequels
yeah.
because it's like, can you be as good as the first one or be better? Those are your options. Like, can you be gooder? Can you be better? I said gooder. Don't do that. That is not a word. That is not a word.
Good.
No, no, no. It's not a word.
It's
Can you
alright.
be can you be better than the first movie? Or at least on the same level? Like, maybe. Maybe, Who knows, All of them are hit or miss. So at the end of the day, if you want to give any of these a try, still, give them a try. Let's give them a try. If you want to watch your favorite adaptation get a live action, go ahead and watch it. Don't let us tell you that it's garbage. Just go ahead and watch it. That's just our head. You might have a different opinion than us, and maybe y'all can tell us something that we missed. But it won't change my opinion. It probably won't change our opinion.
Personally, I'm looking forward to that High School of the Dead movie. That's probably
No,
coming out in like 30
no,
years.
no. We are not going to talk about that. Mark, you know what? No, no. That's one that I know they're going to do. No, like I love High School of the
So
Dead,
downhill.
but that is one of them that I feel like they're just going to completely fail at.
Just get whoever did The Walking Dead to do it. There's no way you can screw it up.
See,
I don't
you're
know.
sounding like
It's
me when I was talking about
actually, I guess I should
Avatar:
say the
The Last
first season of
Airbender.
Hold
Walking
on,
Dead.
because I was just gonna say, let's be honest here. You can always expect, like, how many people do you expect to do well? Like, let's take how many people do you expect? If the same people do the movie, do you really expect them to do that well? Even with sequels, sometimes if the same people do it, the second movie always ended up being bad, or they being bad.
Oh,
Well, I
that's
mean,
so
it
true.
doesn't need a sequel. Oh, we get the director from Train to Busan to do a High School of the Dead movie.
Oh my
You think so?
god.
The person the way you said what? Say that one more time.
We get the person who directed Train to Busan to do the
Um,
High School of the
Dude,
Dead
that
movie.
movie made me cry. Okay, okay. We're not gonna do this because we're gonna end up going into we're gonna end up talking like so long that we're gonna end up going into the stream time that's gonna be on Twitch. Um and okay, but I think we can do a little bit like a couple of minutes longer. Just a couple more.
well, it is almost that time. I'm glad you guys sat here and listened to our rants.
I mean, this is basically how all of our conversations are. Like, legit, you guys are getting complete authenticity. Like,
We will go from
100%.
one topic. A second later, it's just like, hey, did you see that? Wait. What were we talking about before?
It's not
It's
a second later.
okay. Maybe not all the time.
It's like
Maybe not all the time.
maybe approximately 10 to 20 minutes.
But they
Somewhere in that
flow right
time
into
frame.
each other.
Yeah.
They flow right into each other.
Eventually, they usually always end up about the same thing. Maybe just a little bit different. Just a little bit different. Just same topic, just slightly twisted. But this
Yeah.
is us. This is what we do. Like, this is pretty much the entire time.
Yeah. Does anyone have anything else to say before we close?
No, I enjoy it. Well, just you
No,
know,
I think I already begged them for enough sponsorships. I
yeah,
don't
he's
think I have
begging
anything
for.
else.
Just we just hope you guys join us again for our part two for when we do it again. Hear us rant, talk about
I mean,
things.
I mean, literally, you guys, I'm not even fronting or anything. Like, this is exactly how all of our conversations are. Like, someone will bring up something, and then they'll get someone else to think of something else, and then we'll talk about that, and then we'll either go back to the original first topic, or we'll go to the third topic, and then somehow it'll still come back full circle, and I don't even understand how it works, but somehow it always comes back full circle. So, yeah. Apologies if this is a bit jarring for you of how quickly we switch topics with our conversations, but this is basically how it's going to be. We hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. This will be posted onto the podcast, which is on Red Circle. I want to say maybe I'm gonna try to do it tonight. It won't be before the stream though, because that's in 20 minutes. So that's not gonna happen. But probably either sometime tonight or sometime this weekend. This episode will be posted on there. The link, if you're interested, is posted on my main page here on the channel. The channel as in the YouTube channel. Um, what else? Yes. We will be resuming this podcast. I want to say next Friday. I think we're good for a week from now. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like everything's going pretty good. So yeah, a week
We
from now should
finally
be
got
good.
everything working. Okay, so this is like a bit too much. And if you want to stop watching and be like, yeah, your podcast was good or bad or whatever, you can stop listening now. But here's my rant. Okay, because I'm actually so fucking stressed out right now. I had a good time talking, but I'm so stressed because we only just got the podcast working like literally 5 minutes before we were gonna start. So, and this is after me like working overnight to get like the logo and the podcast set up on Red Circle and all this sorts of shit. Just a whole bunch of stuff. I was like watching videos all day and it was just crazy. But that's my end rant. But I'm gonna still be full of energy in the next 20 minutes. But if you're interested in watching the stream that I'm talking about, it is located on my Twitch page, which again is on YouTube. The link is there. But the stream is on Twitch under Sunny Kyoko. And what else? I was gonna say something, and I do this every time I have an ending. I end up saying stuff, giving out reminders, and then I forget what the hell I was gonna say. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Again, it'll be posted sometime tonight. Um, yeah, or this weekend. I don't know. I don't know. Don't mind me. My mind is blanking out, as it usually does at the end of things. So, we will have a new subject. We won't stick to the worst live action adaptation. It's going to be something else. And we hope you guys join us next week. I'm not sure if the time is going to change because we went over this time, over the hour limit that we set. But yeah, it's probably going to be a bit longer. Um, yeah, and as for that's what I was going to say. As for the stream on Twitch, um, that is going to be a co-op between Mako and I, and we're going to be playing Unravel 2. So stay tuned for that. We hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
All right, guys. You have a
All
nice,
right.
have a nice night.
Take care.
안녕.